Hey guys, welcome back to Respawn and Replay. I hope you're enjoying the series Do I Wish I'd Played This, as now we're about to jump into Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. Mega Man X is an action platform game released by Capcom. It is a sub-series of the Mega Man franchise, which is new to me. This game was released on December 17th in 1993 in Japan on the Super Famicom, and then the following month on the Super Nintendo in North America. Most of the sequels were ported to Microsoft Windows, which is cool to know as well. So the gameplay introduces new elements to the Mega Man franchise in the form of Mega Man's successor, X, including his new skills and power-ups in the form of armor, while retaining the ability to decide which boss to fight first. So with Mega Man, I remember trying this at my cousin's house. Now, once again, let's talk about those guys. I think we used to borrow it from the video shop. I don't ever remember any of us owning this game. I remember the first stage only, as it just looked completely insane compared to the last Mega Man I played, which was on the NES, and that was Mega Man 3. That was probably the only Mega Man I ever owned, and I got it alongside Super Mario Bros. 3. So the jump in graphics was freaking sweet. Okay, onto the graphics. They're pretty awesome. The graphics and the animations. Cool new design of Mega Man. Great use of Mode 7. I love that in these old retro Super Nintendo games. It gives like a 3D look to the enemies in the games, especially the mini bosses. There's a water boss fight where there's water around the enemy and it almost looks like a bubble around it, and as it drips off it just looks really cool, like liquidy. And then you've got the same with this mini boss fight with a dragon under the water. Every time it turns its head you can see like it almost looks 3D as it's swimming or floating around the screen. I just love those type of looks. And then onto the stages. Each stage has a unique look, but the enemies do appear in multiple stages. But there are some that are specific to the certain stage as well. So onto gameplay. Same legacy gameplay style of Mega Man. So there are multiple stages to choose from, each with specific look and style. Each stage has a unique boss at the end as well, which you could then use their ability to take on other bosses. So, for example, if you go against a boss that's a shock type, and you manage to use that against the one that's got a weakness to shock, you can defeat him in the right order to get through the game a lot more smoothly and a lot more easier. If you don't know the order in which to fight the bosses, the game is a little bit harder. But the trial and error or a quick Google search if you want, you can then be set onto the right path. So each ability you unlock from all the bosses have different effects: freeze, shock, water. It helps for defeating enemies and bosses. What I did find in this game, the item drops seem a lot more generous, where I was finding extra lives and health straight after being attacked or even being killed in the game. But one complaint I do have is that your energy or ammo doesn't regenerate after dying on a boss fight. So if you're in the middle of the boss fight and you don't manage to kill it, but you've used all your ammo because you've missed or whatever it is, you'll get defeated. You restart at the door, which is cool. It's always nice to be able to have a save point just before the boss fight, but your ammo doesn't regenerate. So the only thing you can do is use Mega Man's abilities, his own normal gun, to try and defeat them, which then becomes really difficult. So then you might have to just actually restart the stage. Doesn't really ruin the game. That's how it is. So yeah. Also in this Mega Man, there are other abilities to unlock, like the slide ability that's unlocked during a certain stage. Another cool feature was the mech suit. During some of the stages, you'll pick up a mech suit, or you'll jump into it actually. They move with weight to them. They make you feel powerful. You're doing these huge punches, taking out other mobs. Sometimes those mobs are in the same mech suit, so it's all about hitting at the right time. And they just feel and look awesome. I was really enjoying that. All right, so the sound, like I was saying, when you're hitting with those mechs and you're punching, you hear that oomph to each attack. Every ability has a different sound effect. The boss battles are all unique too. The music, I was humming and whistling to some of the tunes as I was playing the game. Walk Away, and I'm whistling it. This one in particular was so cool. I really enjoyed this stage. Maybe because I was stuck on it for a bit, but I really like the music for this stage. Um, so sound is, yeah, no issue with the sound. Very nice, loved it. Okay, so on to the verdict. The main question is, do I wish I played this? And the answer is a solid yes. 100%. As I mentioned, I had tried it back in the day when we borrowed it from the video shop, but playing it now and knowing the best route to go to beat the bosses is super cool. The game holds up perfectly well, even in modern times, with the newer variations like Mega Man, like Mighty Number 9. This game is I got Mighty Number 9 when that came out, and there were just elements of it that I was like, oh, this feels like a Mega Man, but it's not a Mega Man, which I know it wasn't. But it just lacks that, I don't know, like polish, or I don't know whether it's the old school style look to it, where they didn't care if you died in those games. Like, they wanted you to struggle. Whereas these newer ones, they become a bit easier, a lot more smoother. Things are meant to flow. But man, this kills those games in every way. So I want to keep playing a lot more of the Mega Man. There was a lot I didn't try from Mega Man 3 onwards up until now. This one, I didn't play any of those. I don't know whether it was after the fact where I had the Super Nintendo and we didn't get them on the original Nintendo, the NES. I'm not sure, but I wanted to have a look at those if I can get my hands on them in the future. The SNES look is hard to beat and very hard to mimic. So that's why these games just remain classics. They're unbeatable. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're enjoying this channel, please like and subscribe. Never forget, when you're gaming, that you can always respawn and replay. And I'll see you next time.